Good morning. So for the last 2 days, our group was discussing about the problem. What do we, as a society, need to contribute to smarter growth and consumption in the next 20 years to create a lasting impact? Probably the biggest threat to our society is that we do know a lot, but don't use this knowledge for action. As a consequence, we don't speak out loud, we don't look at the problems, and we don't listen to possible solutions. It is necessary for us to change people's mindset and to raise awareness of today's challenges. The best place to start is our educational system. And to take on the problem at its roots, as a group, we create a new project.
Our solution is the Green Gap. The Green Gap opens up a space in the traditional curriculum to be filled with relevant content on sustainability, global issues, and our responsibility as citizens in a community. Our concept aims to raise awareness and spread knowledge through a wide range of society. And this is all accomplished through a smart learning strategy linking theory to the practical world. The Green Gap is implemented as one afternoon each month where students in all grades are taking part and engaging in different activities. And these activities are happening outside the traditional frames of normal learning. The professor, the teacher, could be replaced with an external expert or a farmer maybe, and the classroom is transported out of the school building and into the real world. The Green Gap belongs to the students and is there to fill with topics of their own interest that is relevant to them and their lives. At an early level of education, this could work by the teacher providing a selection of topics for the students, and they get to choose from this selection. At a higher level of education, the students are expected to make a bigger contribution and take responsibility for filling their green gap. So through this smart education system, where students are engaging and we're focusing on their experience with the topics of sustainability and the future. This will create a flow of information through society, where knowledge and awareness is spread. The students take knowledge from school and transport it back to their homes, inspiring other people to step up, take responsibility, and make a change. Imagine parents learning from their children, for instance, how pigs are slaughtered at a local farm. This will give them an idea, an empathic idea delivered to them from their own children on the inconvenient truth. On the other hand, the children can teach their parents on cooking with sustainable, locally produced and seasonal food, giving them an idea of the opportunities of a future with smart growth and sustainable consumption.
Let me tell you a story about 3 kids living in the year 2020, shortly after our idea has been implemented. Meet Michael. He's 8 years old and lives in Meggen, close to Lucerne in the heart of Switzerland. He currently attends the Hofmat primary school in his village. It's Wednesday morning, and he's really looking forward to this day. The reason is that this afternoon there's his favorite subject on, Green Gap. He's especially excited because it only takes place once a month. This month, they're visiting the local farm Eiholz, owned by the family Schmid. In the afternoon, they then are picked up by Joe, who's in charge of the farm and shows them the way there. At the farm, Joe then lets them do lots of very interesting things. For example, they are allowed to feed the cows or collect the eggs. At the end of their visit, Joe then takes them to the fields. At the salad field, Joe explains that there are 2 fundamentally different types of salad. For one, Joe explains there's the type of salad which he grows on his farm. This type of salad is really natural and healthy. The other kind of salad, which is grown on Joe's neighbor George's farm, on the other hand, isn't really healthy at all, because people like George put a lot of dirty chemical stuff on it to make the salad grow quicker. The dirt then remains in the salad and can make people sick when they eat it. In the evening, his mother then had prepared a salad for dinner. Michael is immediately reminded of this afternoon's experience and asks himself, what kind of salad is he eating? Is it the dirty, unhealthy one, or the natural, healthy one? When he asks his mother about it, she tells him that he, in fact, is eating the kind of salad which has all this dirty stuff on it, and that she bought it because it simply is cheaper. But then she tells him that she regrets doing that and that she's really happy that he brought up this issue. After they finish their meal, Michael's mother asks his 11-year-old sister, Mindy, about her day. She, like Michael, is at primary school too. This afternoon, she explains they had a very interesting discussion in their Green Gap course, which she likes very much too. They could choose between 3 different topics: climate change, recycling, and responsible shopping. They took a vote and chose to discuss the issue of climate change. Before they started the discussion, they watched the movie An Inconvenient Truth by Al Gore as an inspiration for their discussion. The following discussion really got Mindy thinking about the environment. She feels that she wants to do something to change the situation, but she doesn't really know how to do that. I know. Moritz, her 15-year-old brother, jumps in. This afternoon, we had a guest speaker at our college who told us how we could improve our own future, he explains to Mindy. He tells her that this guest speaker, Graham Maxton, who is a member of the Club of Rome, thought that the best way to act is to get politically active. He then tells her about some political parties he likes. He personally prefers the Green Party and recommends Mindy to join that party when she's older. In fact, Maxton's speech this afternoon convinced him to join the party himself. After this discussion at the dinner table, their parents are really proud of their children. We feel that this new course you're taking could really influence our future. We're really glad that it was introduced a year ago and hope that you will teach your children about sustainability the same way.
So, after we have discussed the very positive parts of our concept, we will now turn on to also speak about the possible negative aspects our concept does have, as every does. So, firstly, there's the reallocation of financial resources. We all now know that today the state is lacking money, and therefore they like to cut down on education purposes. And if it's good to reintroduce a new subject in times where other subjects are cancelled is a good question to ask. Furthermore, there is also a considerable lack of motivation amongst the younger and also older students. And this is especially true for the classical and traditional way of school teaching. So we try to really improve that with our concept as we introduce another way of teaching, which is really another way, and it's really motivating the students to take action, and it's not that dry as the other school stuff. Furthermore, there might be a problem with security restrictions. So, for example, that it's not possible that an employee of a slaughter company can guide the students around in the slaughterhouse just because it's too dangerous or because it's prohibited for hygienic reasons. And another point are the cultural differences which are confronting in this subject. And we have to see that they do exist, but we can also use them as a as a diversity of society, so they are not by purpose bad or so. And last but not least, there's the fear of changes many people have, so that they like to keep on the old methods rather than trying out something new and something really innovative to improve the situation. So after we have discussed all that, we will now draw our conclusion. The most important thing is that we have to stop talking about the things. We have to make them happen. And when we converse the traditional way of teaching with our new innovative approach of this new subject, we can create a very lasting and great impact. And therefore, we want to create a smart and a sustainable society with our new subject, the Green Gap. Here you can see that again.
How can we dance when our earth is turning? How do we sleep while our beds are burning? How can we dance when our earth is turning? How can we dance?